Welcome to the Technodifier.
Welcome to the Technodifier to the Technodifier episode 6. It is again March 28th, 2006.
Yay.
Now we'll be talking about the tech jizzle.
Word.
Yeah, and there's the first cool little thing I spotted today was this real-time Toronto traffic map rendered over Google Maps data
Pretty rad shit.
with webcams. But it basically that would make it, especially in a car, to have that information that maybe you didn't see but your car knew about.
Are you kidding
so
me?
it could give you warnings.
This would be the easiest way to drive through a city ever. I mean, we've driven in Toronto, and it was actually.
They don't
I
have
don't
that
think
much traffic.
I don't think we ever had a problem. The only time we did was when that huge the festival thing
Right, yeah.
was going on.
That was pretty crazy.
Which was actually
That was a lot.
pretty cool to be stuck in traffic because it was all like DJs set up on the beach playing these huge sound systems. You know, Caribbean festival stuff going on. But I could imagine like if Chicago had something like this, you know, there'd
It'd be too much information.
It is too much information, but
Yeah.
but
For Chicago.
But my God, people could use a PDA or something to check up on all the traffic ahead of them, and it would be pretty invaluable stuff.
But you want somebody driving around in their car with their PDA while they're driving?
Yeah, you want to limit passengers, via some sturdy legislation.
Dude, you know there are those motherfuckers in Chicago that can like be looking at a PDA and eating French fries.
Oh,
and
People-
putting their
I-
shoes on.
People read the newspaper while they're driving.
But they also die in one-car accidents,
Right.
lots too.
Or multiple car accidents take out other
Right.
people.
Either or.
So looks like we got some sort of USB gizmo.
Yeah, it's a USB on-the-go drive. It's basically an enclosure you buy a hard drive for, like a laptop hard drive for. And then you can actually copy things to and from other USB devices.
Very cool.
So the PSP itself shows up as a USB drive, so you can copy things to and from the onboard memory stick. So it's a way to...
Like a middleman.
Right.
That's great.
So because you can only have certain amounts of files on the memory sticks at a time, but you could have a whole 20 gig of PSP movies that you could play on there, but you only have a gig card, so you can only move them over a certain number at a time. Or do that with whole seasons of TV shows or with music. Or
Couldn't you do that with PDA too?
anything that would show up as a USB device. Not just anything that's just a USB device.
Right.
Anything that's whatever the universal storage, Windows universal storage or whatever thing.
It's kind of cool.
That is.
I guess maybe it's not even Windows. Mass storage device. I think it's like some sort of standard.
Oh, okay.
So you could any sort of memory card reader you could use with it. A lot of digital cameras.
Mhm.
You could actually just plug the USB in and copy stuff over it. So you wouldn't even have to have a memory card reader.
Wow.
But it's a neat
Cool.
little device. They're not very expensive, I think. And you add whatever drive you would want. But that'd be a cool little addition to my PSP since it only has a 1 gig drive.
That's right.
But it's not a drive, 1 gig card.
Right.
And then on the portable media playing little device thing, the Ultra mobile PC finally came out with it. One company's announced a freaking retarded price starting at $900.
Wow.
And Engadget's comment was, yeah, you can get this Dell laptop, 14-inch widescreen laptop for the same price.
That's amazing.
Ultra mega price cost.
Yes, exactly. Ultra mega price cost. For people who just need they want something far larger than a PDA you cannot put in your pocket.
Right.
But not so big that's a laptop.
It would be more expensive than a PDA and a laptop.
Yeah, combined.
In case you really want to spend that much, we've got it. We've got it right
Or you could just get a bag and put them all in it.
Right.
And then build your terabyte server at home. There was just an online posting. This guy had said, hey, I bet you could build a terabyte server for however much money. And someone challenged him, so he actually built one for $500.
That's great.
I think he had used an existing machine, so I don't know if he took that
really
into
got
account,
the challenge. Yeah.
Right.
But you could do it for cheap. Just buy a bunch of 250 gig drives.
That's
They're
really
just
cool.
crazy cheap anymore.
That's really cool.
So are they going to iron out this HD format crap or what?
Well, this is the thing I have is specifically about. There had been a standard they had announced. I don't remember what it was called, but basically this trigger that you could call in your high def content movies that would force it to be played at a lower resolution on TVs that were built prior to a certain point in time. That didn't support the hardware encryption.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Sony said with Blu-ray they weren't going to do that initially,
and
it's actually individually up to the studios. And there's only been one studio who said they would release anything like that.
really,
So it's very pro-consumer right now.
that's good.
But the point being is they're not going to, they got to sell these to people with high-def sets. There's not a lot of people out there that have high-def sets compliant to the standards
Right.
that it wouldn't down-code it to basically like DVD quality.
Sure. I mean, if you're releasing it at a higher quality, obviously, there things can scale it down to view it on something at like DVD quality, right? Is that the point?
But it forces it
It forces it
to
down.
where you couldn't watch. You can't, even though the device would display a higher resolution,
Right.
it wouldn't let it. That was
Oh, okay.
It'd be like you buying a DVD and then because you don't have the right monitor, it plays it at half resolution, like TV resolution or something,
sure. I
versus
gotcha.
versus DVD resolution.
Versus full. So it's that nasty gap of how do you do the
It's a DRM thing.
the DRM.
It's like, hey, I don't even want you to play this on this TV. You don't get to play it. We don't want you to. But again, they're not enforcing it, so it's good. It's good so far. They put it in the standard, but they don't have to use it.
Wow.
And then along those same rights, we're looking out for consumers. The final draft of the Communication Opportunity Promotion and Enhancement Act has been authored. is ready.
Yay.
And it's
That
actually
sounds
pretty
tasty.
cool. It's got some sections. A lot of this was on Ars Technica. About there's a couple main points. One being they've actually written some things in about network neutrality.
Oh, that's nice.
So that basically, the way some of it's worded is that hopefully AT&T and these other asses who lately have said Google is stealing from us. We don't have to let you go to Google. What? Your broadband doesn't allow you to go to Google. Google's making money off of us.
Right.
Like, no, people are paying you so they could get to Google, asshole. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Are you all
so they can't
all you are
really
is
do that
conduit.
and lock people out,
Right.
And make Google pay them to get access to their networks. They can't do that,
No more walled gardens.
right? So they're not allowed to do that. And then, they made an allotment for basically VoIP cable stuff, basically
Right.
for national companies to do cable rather than going through the old franchising system,
That's good.
based on the communities.
Yeah.
But there's some stipulations for if they're the only market, they have to be franchised. And then some stuff about forced VoIP 911 information,
access,
which is,
yeah.
I mean, it's good.
You gotta have it.
And then I think some protection for municipal broadband.
Yeah.
So all those things are good. I'm sure there are other little stab you in the face stipulations.
They always bundle like shady shit into these too. So I mean, I think I mean there's definitely, it looks like some very nice.
but
stuff
it's starting to look like we actually have people, and maybe it's because lobbying groups are pushing them to do this, or they get, I don't know, but that actually are writing more succinct legislation about technology.
Yes.
Where before I don't think anybody had a grasp of it.
They didn't even know what they were writing
I
about.
still don't do. I mean,
Right, but it's getting better than
Yeah.
it used to
Yeah.
be atrocious.
It can't get worse. I don't.
That's
think.
true.
Right, I guess that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Until we get the crazy holographic discs.
That's right.
right.
That's right.
It's all over.
I lost my holographic disc. Well, that has all your information in it from
You
your
don't
family
exist.
forever. That would cost $1 billion to make another one of those.
Until then, you're. a
You might
ghost.
as well just kill yourself.
That's crazy. So there's also this Lyra X3000 thing that Engadget is
From the future,
yeah.
from the year 3000.
Apparently, some people are picking them up at Walmart and other places and are giving them pretty good reviews. $400 or $388, I think, at Walmart's.
How much storage does it have?
20
20
gig drive.
too small.
Yeah, it's a little bit too small.
Yeah, for 400.
For video,
Yeah, for video, I agree.
that's too small. That's
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah. There and a couple other little things that maybe you'd kind of hope for a bit better features, but a decent package overall, kind of thing.
But it has that stupid interface that they've had on the Lyra before.
Yeah, that's
The ugly candy.
exactly.
I look like a Chinese DVD player interface.
Yep.
Generic,
well,
made by
because-
generic Star.
Right. They buy these from other folks. That's one thing I definitely saw from the inside at one point, and it's very interesting to watch happen. So
I used to live inside a Lyra.
That's right. Sometimes they dress them up and change the interfaces a little bit and slap the name on it and sell it. And it's who knows guts.
International rebranding.
Somebody else's guts.
Sony guts.
Sony guts, but RCA brand name. But yeah, so if it is truly a little bit of a hit for them, I think they definitely deserve to.
But again, you got to compete with
send a nice thank you to the folks.
the
that really did it.
ZenVision
Yeah. I mean, there's much better things
and
out
the
there.
ZenVision, the original ZenVision.
Yep. There's
And
much-
even at that point, really the iPod because it's 30 and 60 and does video.
If someone had a comment on this,
So it has that stupid little bitty ass.
yeah,
card
what's this
screen.
Mac, this Mac Vision thing? Nextar, have you seen this deal?
Nextar.
Yeah,
He's like a ruler of the underworld,
I
isn't
believe
he?
he is.
Nextar.
The Nextar MC 3007.
Is this one of the 85,000 weird off-brand
Yeah.
Asian players that's
Yeah.
never going to come to the U.S. that
Yeah.
have like
Well,
built-in satellite reception and
no,
stuff?
this is a buy.com.
The
It's
DVB.
a TFT, 7-inch TFT LCD 40 gig multimedia machine with DivX playback.
Who makes it?
Nextar.
How much is it? Nextard?
Nextar.
Or at least it's not Nextard.
Also the same price, $388.
See, that's a little bit better.
40 gig, right.
Was it 7-inch?
7-inch.
That's a lot bigger though.
720 by 480 resolution, 40 gig hard
720 by 480,
drive. Yeah.
and it plays DivX.
DivX,
Does it
MPEG
play
1,
Xvid?
MPEG 2, MPEG 4,
Window-
SD card slot,
Windows Media. Ooh, SD card.
PVR function records TV programs in MPEG 4,
Ding, 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 ding.
voice recorder, AV in and out supported, rechargeable lithium battery
Does it have
pack,
blowjobs?
USB 2.0 supports
Blowjobs?
AVI, DAT, MPEG, VOB,
Vob.
MP3,
It plays Vob.
WMA, Wave, JPEG, bitmap, GIF files, stores up to 160 hours of movies.
I can get all my bitmaps on it.
Thank God.
It's got a 40 gig drive. That's enough for all my
and,
bitmaps.
And your animated GIFs.
And my animated blowjob gifs.
record
Ending.
record image or video from your TV. This is a pretty cool little thing, actually. I think I like this one better. A lot
Yeah.
better.
Damn,
Wow.
you guys posted the wrong shit.
Yep. So Mac Vision, look for it, yo.
Paul.
Absolutely. That's really cool.
There are a lot of those things.
Yeah, there are, and it's a sign.
There's gonna be
also-
more.
I'm
Yeah,
okay. I'm
there's gonna
okay
be-
with my PSP right now.
Yeah, there's going to be more. There's going to be a
It
million
feels
ways
alright.
to play files, and
I have a hard time buying another player like that when my Rio still works
Right.
we'll
and I have my PSP.
Speaking
and
of playing files, I was kind of reading this interesting article about just
Paul's a playophile.
DJs in general and their file using of files now in live settings. And Marley Marl was talking about how DJs are actually part of record pools, online record pools, and are downloading tracks while at gigs and trying them, for the first time on a crowd if they think it's something that'll work for their crowd. So I got kind of curious and started checking into some of the online record pools, and there are a couple. I signed up for one that's free, and they
It's
actually
called recordpool.com.
well, recordpools.com is one of them. I signed up for DigiWax. DigiWax is real kind of mainstream R&B and hip hop, but there's actually some pretty cool dance hall and some neat remixes in there.
They are the
as well.
oxymoron name.
Yeah,
DigiWax.
right, exactly. So, but they actually called to verify I was a DJ and things like that, which was pretty interesting. And then they approved me.
They asked you DJ questions.
They did. They email me updates of new tracks to go and review. And the way physical record pools work, where you'd pay a monthly fee and you'd get a stack of 12 inches with little postcards attached to them of feedback that you'd have to fill out of what you thought of the record, whether it would work for your crowd. If you played it for a crowd, what was their reaction? How would you recommend the label promote this record? Get it to radio stations, do whatever kind of thing. Well, they've do this all on the site now,
Digitally.
of course, but
DigiWax.
but they flip it so you listen to the track and you give the feedback first, and then you get a download of a 192 kilobit per second kbps MP3 file of the track.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's a really efficient way of doing the same thing. Definitely taking advantage of some technology. So it's a.
So you're gonna start playing digital files when you gig it, Paul?
No, not quite yet. I'm still a vinyl purist actually. So we'll see. I eventually will get a CD turntable or Serato.
You
thing.
need one of those
files.
iPod mixers.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, dude, it has a DJ setting on it.
I don't,
Yeah, it's got knobs and things.
Okay, I think we need to move on to more topics.
So
iPod mixer?
from new technology to old technology.
Reappropriated old
Yeah, that's
technology.
wicked.
Commodore 64. Our friend Greg is using his old or actually he's gotten a couple new ones. Commodore 64s to use some sort of synthesizer cartridge.
Wow.
And what the link is actually to is to a Moog sort of
Device that they made.
Yeah, like it's a MIDI something or other that connects the.
It's a black cartridge
it
with a
looks-
gray wire.
Yeah, it looks just like a MIDI interface controller, so you can.
It just looks like a black
for
box
a
right
Commodore
here.
64.
For a Commodore, actually, well, when in the old days, sequencing, one of the first sequencers I used was the Commodore 64. It wasn't a Moog written program, but somebody else wrote it.
Then the
Oh,
Amiga.
yeah.
Amiga took that over.
Yep. And then
Amiga really wasn't that much later than the 64.
no, it really wasn't. It really wasn't.
It's like leaps and bounds different.
Yeah, song stuffer MIDI command software that can be used to enhance your MIDI music or create or a great add to your collection.
Or control drones.
That's right. Armies of MIDI
MIDI
instruments.
robots.
MIDI robot instruments. That's right.
So, but that's pretty cool because I definitely had a Commodore 64.
When's this Moog announcement happening? Speaking of Moog.
The 29th tomorrow.
Ooh. Are you going to do live coverage? Are you going to do a Nod Flash live coverage of the Moog?
I don't think so.
Nice. Is this the new product they're
You're
announcing?
going to get it when they
Yeah.
announce it at 5 in the morning.
I'm
Yeah.
just not versed in the Moog as much as I should be. I mean, I know about it and stuff. But
Sure.
I'm not like a Moog connoisseur because all
nor
that
am
shit's
I.
way too expensive.
I mean,
for
because you're
me.
poor, so because you're not
Yeah.
rich.
Yeah, exactly.
But on to newer technology from the older technology, but still kind of old technology because it's not a new program by any
Cool
means.
stuff.
This Max MSP.
Which runs in what?
Sure.
Windows and in
Yeah, there
Mac
are
OS?
versions, there are versions for Windows and Mac. What it deals with is pretty much the very fundamentals of electronic sound. That is, you're basically messing with sine waves, and I mean, you can use a bunch of different kinds of wave types.
It's
but
essentially
you
creating them.
build the noises, yeah. And
So
not
you don't
only
work
that-
from a library. You build every
Yeah,
element
not only
of
that,
everything.
you can build a library and you can sequence things and you can do really ridiculous stuff to noises.
Yeah,
Is
it's-
Eric used? Is
very
that where you heard?
volatile.
Where did you hear about it?
Eric had talked to me about it probably almost a year ago because he had to use it in his electronic lab at the school that he went to in Chicago.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
finishing up right now in Chicago, but Greg actually just got the program, and that's how I got it.
I think we were talking about how it's sort of similar in concept to how Reactor works, as far as lots of separated modules that you have to actually
Little
literally-
like processor things you have to like wire together.
Yeah, you have to link them up and show and figure out your own signal flow and
It's more like circuit building than.
Yeah, it really is. It ends up being it sort of forms a circuit building because some modules will be like wave generators, sine wave generators, or little.
But one's a mouse that runs in a turnstile, like on a little wheel.
Right. So but the cool thing about using that is you can always use open templates and then start messing with those.
Yes, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
which is really cool to do.
Autocra actually made the template that are.
Oh, really?
Greg gave me a couple of different things, and one of them is, and I'll show you guys this here in a second.
Cool.
Was this template that Autocra made and actually gave to public domain so people could see, sort of look inside to how they do things they do. And man, I've messed with this thing for a couple of days, and actually sometime in a few months, in the new Good Hands stuff will be done, and there's a track called Betamax that's exclusively this program. That's
Nice.
Their filter or their
super-
template.
What's that?
They call it templates. Are you saying templates?
Well, it's their template, but you can
Mess
do
with it, change
a
it.
gazillion different things.
Sure.
with
right,
it.
but that'd be like a library of stuff they built. Is that the template
It's
is?
not
or?
a library. It's actually an arrangement of things plugged
Logarithms.
in, of
I mean,
logarithms, and you
Yeah.
can mess with them.
Yeah,
you can
it,
mess
like,
with them
it-
yourself and
Well, but
change
those
it.
would also be a library. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Sure.
really.
like any collection
It's really,
of anything.
but I mean,
Sure.
you could almost look at it like they built an instrument, or you could almost look at it like, I don't know, it's all Macs. I mean, it all sounds like Macs, but at the same time, it really sounds like them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it sounds like me because I'm making it do what I want with their
right.
shit almost. You
Right. Right.
know?
Using
But you
other
can,
people's code.
you can really see how they get some of the noises that they get there with this program. It becomes very apparent.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly. That's
Well, some of their stuff. Anyway.
some of their
A
stuff.
good
Yeah.
deal of their newer stuff. I should say.
The same was true. I remember messing with Reactor and finding out, that's how Telephone Tel Aviv
Yeah,
did all their
that's
little
totally
clicky
it.
poppy
Right.
sounds, and it makes sense now. So
But with that, I think that's about
sweet.
all we got for the Technodifier number 6.
06.